Hear me fine? It is such an honor to be here with you today. And thanks so much for coming out. We have spent 20 years understanding biological signaling and are considered one of the top companies in the world in this area. One reason we have been successful is because we have opened ourselves to other experts that are in this area as collaborators, and we have the top people I consider in the world that understand biological signaling that work with us. One goal here today is to give you some tools that you can use that are the most advanced in the world to be able to spread the orange love throughout the world. The first thing to understand about biological signaling is the fact that your bodies are communicating with your environment constantly all the time. Studies have proved that the body has an energy field that is constantly going out into the environment and coming back into the environment, and by putting our hologram in the middle of that energy field, you can pick up the program that's in the hologram constantly. We have done research at major universities to prove our technology works. Both of these studies were IRB-approved studies, which means that the institution had to approve us to go into their schools and experiment on their students. The school on the left, Troy University, is my university where I studied, and we used their football team to prove that we could lower the heart rate and blood pressure of those doing active physical work like their football team. The study we did on the left, the University of Alabama, we showed that we could increase muscle endurance and improve recovery time at basically the same time, and there has never been a technology that could do that before. In addition, the University of Alabama is a 6-time national champion, meaning they win more football games than almost any university in the United States. My university, Troy, Alabama, has the longest winning streak in the nation right now, next to last year's national champion. This is extremely important to understand. By wearing your Orange Love band, your blood is going to look like the video on the right side. What we do is we signal your body with a negative charge, which causes your blood cells to separate, increasing oxygen in your body and also increasing ATP, which is the energy that drives every cell in your body. Most of the world looks like the slide on the left side of the screen, where positive charges have caused the blood cells to clump up, lowering the oxygen in your body and lowering the energy in your body, and it happens all the time. We also factor in negative ions to help with this separation of the blood cells that's going on because of the stresses of life and pollution and things that we have to deal with on an everyday basis. Everything in your life is constantly vibrating. This is just an example of different vibration rates where we have an understanding of the vortex pattern to put that to our use in our Orange Love bands. Next slide. This is really important here. This has never been shown publicly in the history of the world, and I doubt there are any other companies that can do this. We're sending photons out into the universe, the blue line, the yellow line, and we're bringing antiphotons back in that are used to program your Orange Love band. When you wear your Orange Love band, you're truly being powered by the universe. The spikes that you see are the molecular signals that we are attaching to the carrier wave that's going in to program your bands. This, again, is something that's probably never been shown before anywhere. These are the actual molecules of the ingredients that are flowing into the Orange Love band in real time. I love this, and the reason is that early on when we were experimenting with people and looking at geometric patterns, we discovered that the number 8 had a tremendous effect on the human body. When we added the infinity 8 on top of the vertical 8, the effect on the body increased again. We even went so far as to submit our holograms with this pattern to a department in the U.S. government that does remote viewing into other countries. They only came back with one minor change in the pattern that we then implemented, and this has been in place now for 15 years. So we have been concentrating for the last year or so on using copper peptides to affect the aging process. The copper peptides work to stimulate collagen in the body, and by increasing the collagen with the particular signal we're using, we can also influence what are called V cells in the human body. This process also helps with protection by filtering the EMFs that are coming from the cell towers. This is just a comparison between your Warren's Love holographic signaling and the signaling that you're going to get from any organic patch. By paying $125 for your Warren's Love band, you have a signal that will last for years. If you bought patches to try to create a similar effect, the patches only last for a few hours and cost a lot more because every month you're having to buy more patches. So how do we know that what I'm telling you is truthful? I took a blood sample of my body a year ago and sent it in to the most advanced genetic lab in the United States in Kentucky. When the results came back, the lab called me and said, "What are you doing in Johns Creek, Georgia?" And I said, "What do you mean, what am I doing?" They said, "Warren, we've tested 100,000 people with the same type of blood test, and your biological age came back at 60, and I was 76 years old." These same signals are in every Warren's Love band that's out there right now. There is another substance that we have been researching for well over a year now, that in the States, they're using this to try to affect blood pressure and glucose in the body that leads to type 2 diabetes. If you use a higher dose, you can actually affect weight loss, and this is popular with all the movie stars in the States now. Everybody's lining up to use this particular molecule. The top research lab in our country that is involved in the semaglutide is in Birmingham, Alabama, basically 2 hours from our 8 labs in Atlanta. We not only use the semaglutide in our formula that is in all of your bands right now, but we also add other ingredients that boost the effect of the semaglutide. So how do we know our technology works? Just take a look at my gorgeous daughter. So this is a subject that I am very passionate about since we made the first Protect filter for cell phones back in like 2007. As the generations of cell phone signals increase and go from 2G to 3G to 4G to 5G, and now 6G is coming online, the higher that goes, the more powerful that signal becomes that's hitting your body. So I have spoken all over the world in medical conferences and other types of conferences. I've surrounded myself with experts in this area, and I would encourage you to take the tools that we have shown you today that no one else has and go out into the world and convert as many people to Warren's Love as possible. Thank you so much for coming out today. Can you hear me fine? It is such an honor to be here with you today. And thanks so much for coming out. We have spent 20 years understanding biological signaling and are considered one of the top companies in the world in this area. One reason we have been successful is because we have opened ourselves to other experts that are in this area as collaborators, and we have the top people I can